Hi Aries, this is Healing and Reach Tarot. I am here to do a love reading for you for the month of June. So far I've been doing spiritual guidance readings, but today I'm going to do a love series for all the signs. We're coming up to a full moon on Friday, tomorrow in Sagittarius. So energies are building, and we're also in a Venus retrograde, so it might be a great time to do a love reading. For the fact that Venus retrograde is about maybe pausing and really considering what you do want, and it's definitely a time of reflection around love matters. So with that in mind, doing this love reading. And also for me personally, if you would like a personal reading with me, then you can go in the description box below and there'll be a link to sign up for that. And also I do distance energy healing. I've been a healer and body worker for almost 20 years, and I've added that to my list of services that in this time, day and age that we are not as feeling as safe to be in person, it's a perfect time for that kind of work to really take off. So if you are interested in that, there is a description for that. You can also email me through the website to find out more information about it, or tell me concerns or anything that you might have a question about. So let's get started. So I pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle just a bit more for you. All right, feels good. What do we have coming up for the month of June for love for Aries? All right. Coming in strong there with King of Pentacles. I'm just going to pull these cards out and then we'll begin. All right, Aries. So the feeling I'm getting overall is you're coming in really strong with what you do want to be, or who you do want to be, or how you see yourself. So I feel like your sense of how you want to be is very strong. So you're coming in as the King of Wheels or the King of Pentacles. But you do have the Eight of Swords crossing you. So there's something you're wrestling with on a mental level right now that is affecting your love life, that is affecting how you feel, that's affecting how you're coming in as this King of Pentacles, but you can't quite access it perhaps. There's definitely some mental anguish blocking, or wrestling is the word I'm hearing. Mental wrestling with yourself. And the reason I say you have a lot of strong energy coming in is because you have the King of Wands beneath you and you have the King of Cups as your dreams and hopes. So I feel like in your intentions and in your dreams, you want to show up fully in all the suits. So emotionally, spiritually, financially, you want to show up for love, for your life, for everything. And in the recent past, let me clarify this. You have the Hierophant, but I feel that came out quick. Okay. In your recent past, I feel like you might have had something happen that felt nurturing, or somebody was there who was nurturing. That they sort of, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Empress. I feel like there was the possibility of something here in the recent past. There was opportunity that was kind of coming towards you, coming in, sort of dropped in on you. Excuse me. And this level of, tradition, and the Hierophant is tradition, and the way you traditionally have a relationship, perhaps, or the way you may commit in a relationship was all on the table as this person came in your mind in the recent past. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm so phlegmy this morning. And what's crowning you is the Page of Wheels. So you're in this place, I'm getting, that you see practical matters ahead of you. You feel as though you're rising to the occasion of them, but it's still a page. It's not a queen or a king. So I feel like you feel capable, but it's growing. It's in the beginning stages, and that's where you're at, and that's how you see yourself, and you're okay with that. But it's a newer energy in terms of what you have to offer. And you get the Three of Swords in your near future. I'm going to clarify that. So we all know that is a card of heartbreak. And yeah, okay, you get the Four of Swords next, which is rest from that. And then you have the Knight of Cups. So either you or your person is coming in and offering some cup of love. There's definitely that desire there to do that, or somebody's coming in desiring to do that with you, but there's a burden to it, and there's a Queen here, Queen of Cups. And then we get the Fool card. So I'm feeling like you recognize there's an opportunity, but it feels heavy because maybe she's a queen and he's a knight, and queens need kings, not knights. But there might be a willingness to jump in anyway, I'm seeing, because it feels like a familiar connection that feels nurturing and good. Yeah, then we get the Lovers. There's definitely a choice here that is being presented to you. Or maybe you are presenting to someone, or you are making a choice. But it's definitely heavy, and you've definitely taken time to consider the heartbreak on your side or their side. And so maybe you're going to move into offering something, but it's not quite enough, or yeah. And there was definitely an ending in this sense of your own self. Like you feel in your own self there was an ending. You have the Death card there. And I feel like there was a real dark night of the soul energy happening for you right now. So you really went into this possibility of an ending, and how that catalyzed a spiritual reckoning with yourself is what I'm seeing here. And that's not all bad. I feel like that's a really good regenerative healing place for your soul. I feel like that's how you've been feeling in yourself. And the Eight of Cups is in the environment around you. So either you or someone was walking away from a situation that didn't feel right, or didn't feel like enough, or there was too much that said, or too much that didn't work, that there was this energy of walking away. And I don't know that that was you. I feel like it was maybe both of you, for different reasons on both sides. And then, like I said before, we have the King of Cups coming into your hopes and fears. So you definitely want love. You definitely want to show up fully for it. That's definitely there. Definitely present in this reading, this king energy, 3 kings showing up. But it's a little compromised right now for whatever journey you're on and in. And we get the 2 of Wheels as your final outcome card. So I do see this showing that, like, there's a willingness to do the dance, or there's a willingness here to try. Even though it doesn't feel always balanced for you, or it might throw you off your balance, I feel like there's a willingness here to put in some effort towards this opportunity that might be in front of you. Okay, so, and then I clarify the 2 of Wheels with these 2. So I got the 7 of Cups and then the Ace of Cups. How that feels to me is you considering what you have to offer. Like, he's looking at those cups and saying, well, I have this cup, I have that cup, I have this cup. I know this traditionally is usually about fantasy and seeing your options in a fantastical way or imaginary way. But what I feel here is the imagining is about, what do I have to offer? You know, considering what this person has to offer someone. Even like a vote of confidence for yourself in considering what you have to offer. And then coming up with, yes, I have this cup to offer. I have this really large cup, like surety in love. Like, yes, I can offer this one grand big cup. I think there's definitely a fear of, you know, this hurting someone or being hurt. Yeah, you definitely want to feel victorious. You know, this card is not necessarily one of emotional depth. Not that, you know, being victorious can kind of be short-lived, or it can feel, you know, our egos like victory. Our egos like to feel successful. We like to not feel pain. So I feel like this is kind of like, well, 7 of Wheels, like, well, what seeds do I have to plant in order to achieve this victory? So I want to make sure I plant enough of, you know, the proper seedlings to achieve victory. I think that's kind of how you're thinking right now. All right, so let's see. I have an oracle deck with these spirit cards, spirit cats they're called. They're really fun and playful. So let's see what comes up in terms of what advice they can present to you, Aries, in your situation. So it definitely feels like a situation where you have a lot of good intentions, but you're not sure you can deliver on them. You get mystery. She's Esmeralda. Esmeralda is the sweet unknown and the allure of endless mystery. There are things that are impossible for our human minds to fully comprehend. The future is often obscured from our view, yet we still must make decisions without knowing the ultimate outcome. The mystery can feel dazzling and full of possibilities, or it can feel ominous and freeze us in our tracks. Esmeralda beckons us to make peace with the mystery. Let the great unknown sit beside you as you wash the dishes and fall in love and write your story and live a strange and winding life. the feeling I'm getting from this for you, Aries, is to allow yourself to not necessarily have it all figured out, to really let that unknown aspect come in and help you unburden yourself. Maybe that is something that can feel like letting the love in can feel a little more easy when you allow yourself to not over consider yourself or the other person, to just sort of be a little bit more in the moment, which is usually your forte. So I think past pain has maybe come in to a level of which you've needed to heal something. And I feel like that's happening presently, and it's going to continue to happen in your near future because you have this lineup. So whether you're considering this healing is occurring for you, or if it's occurring around you with another person you're dealing with, that you allow it to happen so that you can return back to that effervescent self that you naturally are, that unburdened, spontaneous person that likes to just jump in like the Fool. This is your card. All right, Aries, that's your reading for this month of June. I will be back with maybe a check-in mid through the month, so definitely check back. Please, if this resonated, like the video, and also consider subscribing so you can receive more videos from me. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I give you many blessings.